Hello, this is the Radio Geek, and today for you I've got a Tecsun ICR 110. It's an AM FM MP3 player and recorder radio. It has lots of unique features. It is able to record the radio, and you can listen to MP3 files as well, and it also has a built-in microphone, and you can record something in the room rather than the radio. It has AM FM radio, MP3 player that'll play MP3s, WMA, and WAV format files. It also has this A/B repeat function, which in the manual they describe it as if you wanted to learn a song or something, where you quick press the button once at the beginning point and let it play, and then click it again and it makes the B point, and then it'll start playing from point A to point B, and that would be when you're listening to the MP3 player, is when you would use that. It also runs off of a lithium-ion battery, an 18650, one of these big oversized batteries here, and it charges via USB. On the back of the box they show the different colors that it comes in. They have a red one, a silver one, and a black one to choose from. I guess I got the dark gray or black colored one, and it just lists the various different features here in the back of the box. This packaging is rather nice. It's a nicely packaged box. It's kind of a solid box, and it's got on the lid here, it's got two little magnets here that correspond, and it closes the box. So it's kind of a gift type packaging, and then the radio is inside like this. So it's kind of like they're trying for that Apple kind of packaging with the magnets, I think, but it's rather nice. And inside the box, in the bottom, is the manual, and a couple of USB. There's a USB cord, and there's an audio type connector as well for using this thing as a speaker. You can also use this thing as a USB speaker with your computer, although I haven't tried that, so I'm not sure how well that works. But it's a rather attractive radio. It's a nice looking radio. It's well laid out. It's got your handy dandy wrist strap here. On the front of the radio, it's kind of like the old style tape recorder buttons here. You've got your record button here, stop, fast forward, play, fast forward and reverse there. You've got your input pad here where you can directly input the frequency of the radio station that you want, or go to a particular track on your MP3 player. And on here, it's got an option that you can go into subfolders as well. And there's an AM FM selector button here, and if you hold that in, it does the automatic tuning thing where it stores the stations that it finds into memory. And then you've got your volume up and down, and then it's got a nice LCD type display here on the front. On the side you have a switch here between off, MP3, and radio, and this is where your micro SD card goes. You can have up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I have a 32 gigabyte card in there right now with some MP3 files on it. You have a line in jack, headphone jack, and this here is the USB output port or input. You can put 5 volts into it to charge the battery from your computer, and you can also have an audio input from your computer to play it as a speaker, which I have not tried that. The back, you just have the battery door here for your battery. Yeah. So that's where your battery goes. And there's nothing on the other side except for the wrist strap, and nothing on the bottom. The top, it just has your telescoping antenna for your FM reception. They've done a few things here that are different as far as I think for saving of battery life. For one thing, when you turn it on, or you're listening to it or tuning it around, if you're pushing buttons and things, the display will be on. But if you just let it sit for, I think it's about 15 or 20 seconds, and you don't do anything, the radio will continue to play, but the display will go out until you hit a button or something, and then it comes back on. So I'm guessing that's strictly just a power saver type thing for the battery. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. I think I probably would rather have the display on all the time, and maybe a switch that you could turn it off if you didn't want it on or something. Maybe an option where you could deselect that perhaps. But I understand they probably did it for battery life. So we'll turn it on, and we'll see what we can find here. A little band scan. I'll just turn it on the radio first. It says hi when it comes on. And it takes a second for the audio to kick in. And see how it went out on its own.
He's going on to BYU, and he's going to be a scholar. And
now these are
more kids like him, maybe.
These are the volume levels here. Turn it down. So these are some channels or frequencies that I scanned the other night. I just let it go and find things. So you can do it manually as well. But these are the particular ones that are in memory, and then you can just use these buttons here to go back and forth between the memory channels that you have. The volume is pretty good. I mean, you could get it pretty low. I mean, that's 1. That's pretty soft. But somebody had mentioned before there's quite a jump between 6 and 7. It's almost like there should be one more level of volume in between there. Right now this is 6. And that's 7. There was a few comments about that being a big jump or big step. So there's quite a difference between 6 and 7. That's WSM. Chicago station.
They're just too young to understand it. They got testosterone and
Cincinnati.
And it's awesome, and
in Chicago here.
On Comet, the second baseman, is in short center.
Zoomer radio.
Kennedy out to the airport. Your travel time 20. Senator local late express and
notice it kind of takes a second or two, a second and a half, when you first change the channel for it to kind of lock in. It's for like the DSP has to like stabilize or something. It's kind of different.
12498. Together with you, Bill and his team translate the complex financial process into
Wednesday, April 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific, with a special encore at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Makes the things you love to do just that much better. You want dinner 2.0? We give you one night only dining events with some of Canada's top chefs. You love to hit snooze? We give you late checkout and free breakfast at over 900 luxury hotels. If your card says Visa Infinite, you already have access to dining events, hotel upgrades, and...
Right now, this is an effective strategy. If you look, for example, at
The WBZ.
To a certain extent in Germany.
Yours, like Amazon, Alexa, or Google Home. For Google Home users, just tell your Google Assistant, "Okay, Google, play WTAM 1100 on iHeartRadio," and you're streaming WTAM instantly. Also,
1764 for a free estimate, or go to louisloveswoods.com. That's louisloveswoods.com.
Refill your 2017 St. Louis Blue. Refill your blue souvenir cup. 1 second. Give me that cup, Louis. Refill your blue souvenir cup for just 66 cents.
On the ground, slowly left side, just the loose hitting Kendrick. Fielder by Swanson, low throw, and not in time.
To master our possessions at both ends. We talked about this before the game on Saturday. It's really important to get a good shot every time. We don't turn it over. That's what happened with Loyola. We had 8 turnovers in the first half. Solution and gas models danger. Well, people, if that's a lot.
illegally by their parents in exchange for...
So you can see, when I scanned it the other night, it found like 43 AM stations, and you know, there was probably some in between there that it skipped over for whatever reason. But yeah, it doesn't do too bad on the AM band. It does a pretty good job, not too shabby at all. I will we'll switch it over to the FM, and it sounds really good on FM. The speaker really sounds pretty good.
She lay there and listened. It was morning now, she knew.
Virtuosic scores from a composer who brought romantic passion to German organ music. We shine a light on neglected masterpieces in a chivalrous endeavor to share a little night music, the works of August Gottfried Ritter, this week on Pipe Dreams from American Public Media.
Is always pulling on you. Always. So when she said that, I was like, hey, this...
And I'm Todd Morris, 38 right down in Grand Rapids.
And I have a couple of scriptures. I'm kind of a student.
Still trying to erase you from my past.
exactly what I would consider a major victory. So the
It's moved to a hard number, and at that one, last check is the biggest one she's due. The Brew goes down 58 points today. That's according to final results. NPR.
But I was caught up in physical attraction to you, even when I mean the most to you. In case you go
And tournament, whether it was up at Michigan State, at Tech.
get up to 4 free Samsung J7 perks with 6 months.
So there you can see it picked up quite a few FM stations as well, and I think the audio on that little speaker, you know, that can't be more than, you know, a 3-inch speaker in there. It sounds pretty good. So now we'll put it on the MP3 player here.
Water under the bridge. Since that eventful night in 1921, Fanny Bryce has remained a star. Tonight we find her idolized by millions of radio listeners in her favorite characterization of that impossibly lovable brat, Baby Snooks. This is the BBC Home Service. Bandwagon presented by Harry S. Pepper and Gordon Cryer. Come on and make a trip upon the bandwagon. It's a wild voice, it's a grand wagon.
Come, famous quick relief for acid indigestion presents the Marlon Hurst and Beulah Show.
Right here, we thought that we'd call in Wally Ballou, who's flying over New York, checking on the traffic conditions for the upcoming weekend.
Did we give Wally his ditching instructions before he went?
I think so, and he knows how to work.
Box 13, with the star of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd, as Dan Holliday.
Now I think if I push this folder button, I'll go to where the files are that I've recorded off of the radio.
Also praised military funding before heading down to the lawn with the First Lady, where he watched part of the egg roll with Son Barron and then sat down to make cards with kids. Sagar Megami at the White House.
Be sure to download the radio.com app to hear WBBM anytime, anywhere, and for Amazon Echo users, ask Alexa to play WBBM News Radio. Traffic, weather, and low gas prices next. WBBM News Time, 7:36.
Are you or a loved one preparing to recover from a recent illness, injury, or surgery? My Rehab, a state-of-the-art program. Hallucinating. When I'm to ensure my case was accurate and fair, he had a true personal concern for my future. His knowledge and confidence took a complicated case and made it seem simple.
Another client wrote this. He took me through the whole process and truly made me feel like a real person, not just a number. To find out if you're eligible, call 888-246-4799. That's 888-246-4799 or 911cancerinfo.com. That's 911cancerinfo.com. To find out if you're eligible, call 8.
Hallucinating. When I was a
Our
country is doing great.
Please to ensure my case was hallucinating. When I was outside inspecting the nose smudge, my neighbor told me he saw the whole thing. She wasn't hallucinating. Magic windows, strong enough to withstand Canadian deer. I'm Rochelle Gould and I love magic windows so much, I decided to work for the company. Did you hear? Listen Up Canada is changing its name to Hearing Life. The sun's on the up. Hallucinating. When I was outside inspecting the nose smudge, my neighbor told me he saw the whole thing. She wasn't hallucinating.
I know my life is in danger. I think you can help me. I'm desperate and don't dare go to the police. Please.
Yeah, you can just turn it off, and if you turn the MP3 player back on, it'll resume right where it left off. So all in all, I'd say it's a pretty nice radio. It seems to be pretty well built. It sounds pretty good, especially on FM. I think that speaker sounds really, really wonderful. A lot of features. It records, it plays, it does just about everything. It's a really nice radio, available on Amazon and eBay. I think I got this on Amazon for $39, so not too bad. So anyway, that's my little show and tell of the Tecsun ICR 110 AM FM MP3 and recorder radio. So until next time, this is the Radio Geek.